Alright guys, and welcome to the stream for today. It is March 30th, and we're starting off with some 70-star Division 2, and we're really getting down to the nitty-gritty in terms of the league standings. There aren't too many matches left, so each one is super important for both runners, of course. Can't stress this one enough. Cartoon and Gainai, both, neither of them at the top or at the bottom. So it's really coming down to the wire for both runners here. If you want to actually check the standings, CartoonBuffoon is doing pretty well for himself, but obviously could be better. 6th place is going to be good enough to secure playoffs no matter what. I'm almost 100% sure of that. Gainai's at 9, 253 points. 8th place is 275 points, and Pete actually started off 3 matches down because he had to fill in for someone who dropped out of the league. So Peter Ford would probably be more around Kobitz and Cartoon, 6th and 7th. But Gainai does have a chance to sneak up into 8th place if he got a win here. I actually want to check what matches are even left, because I actually don't know. But I'm pretty sure this is one of the last few of the season. I think it's Gainai's last match, and it probably is for Cartoon. I guess we're just waiting to get a little quick restart in. No worries. So I think if Gainai wins this, he'll be in the playoffs. I don't think Peter Ford has any games left. At least if the match's resources are up to date, it's only this game and JJ versus Drogi left to play for Division 2. Which means Cartoon is guaranteed playoffs. If he wins, it's not really going to do anything. I don't think he can beat JJ and take 5th place. If Gainai wins, then he will definitely be in 8th place and in the playoffs. If Gainai loses, sorry, there's no way he can make playoffs. So it literally comes down to whether or not Gainai wins. That's the only meaningful outcome, but it's a really big outcome. That's going from 9th to 8th, which would put him in the bracket. Yeah, Gainai's saying it's his last match. Good luck. So we'll see if CartoonBuffoon, he doesn't have anything to play for except for his pride, of course, but it's still gonna be a good indicator of what he's capable of in the playoffs, because he's had some pretty shaky race times. He's also had a couple decent ones. So whichever kind of face he shows today might be, very indicative of what's gonna happen in the playoffs. Gainai a bit early on the camera change, not really losing any time, but grabbing the box will. He's gonna have to throw that one aside. And Cartoon taking the lead a bit. Gainai, really slipping up this movement up to the bomb and missing the punch. This is going to cost some time. Can he grab the bomb? No, going for an insta throw, and that's not going to work out. CartoonBuffoon getting his bomb for the first try, and Gainai's also failing these backups. Not sure what he's trying to do, but get around. He was trying to do a backup there with a wall kick, but not really sure where he's going. Grabbing the bomb for the second time. It's always harder the second time. Gainai can't even get the bomb. This is really bad. It's going from bad to worse right now. Gainai's lost upwards of 20 seconds now, and he keeps bonking. He just got to grab the bomb and try to get it into the cage now. First one or third one, and that's a big bomb. That's a good angle. That's gonna get him in there. But man, that was a huge cost right at the very beginning. Not really gonna be much in terms of defining the race, I doubt. But this really affects your mentality, because when you get off to a good start, you can kind of feel like you're running smoothly until the first big mistake happens. But if the first mistake starts out immediately, are you either tilted and talking to the door? Gainai is probably pretty frustrated. But it might just be the thing where, okay, that's kind of broken up your nerves a bit, and you can just kind of get your feet under you and play with a level head after you make a big mistake. You're not feeling any pressure of like a god run, you know what I mean? It's not over, dude. It is not even, we're 2 minutes in. We're like 1 minute of gameplay into a 50+ minute race. He's like, what, 20 seconds behind? He's also saving a second. Oh no, he's not. Okay, we'll see what Cartoon does for his first star in Walms. Looks like it's gonna be Owlless or Candleless. Owlless first. A lot of people, if they go for Candleless and Owlless first, they will go for Candleless first. Cartoon saying that Owlless is like the biggest threat for him in the stage. Getting it out of the way first try is good. Not the most perfect Owlless you've ever seen, but it's pretty decent. Gainai finally entering Womp, so just about a star behind. It looks like he's gonna go for Cannonless. Man, that's not gonna give enough height on the jump. So, gonna go for Wild Blue now, but this is getting a bit scary. You know, looking like 30 seconds behind. So Gainai really want to get that Cannonless, but he didn't even get to do the setup, which means if he misses it again, he's going to have to go for a Cannonless backup, which is a tiny bit slower than Wild Blue, I guess. It's about the same. I can let RB Streamer know. Or he's probably reading chat anyway. Alright, come up to the blue coins now. Cypher Bulk is very important with CartoonBuffoon. Not really having to worry about it because he's just going for half cycle. And Gainai going for the Cannonless setup. And he's missed it! This is really bad now. He's gotta find a way to make it happen. Alright, ledge grab. I think that's a good spot. Really taking his time here, but that one should be 100%. Okay, he's got it. Alright, CartoonBuffoon finishing up his 100 coin, and you know, not bad. Half cycle is definitely a time save for Gainai. If he gets this half cycle skip, saves about like 3, maybe 4 seconds. And getting all the coins is, but having some struggles here. He's got to be careful, losing some time getting to the blue coin switch, and I think that's going to kill the cycle now. Really nightmare. This has been a real nightmare of a Woms for Gainai. You have to go for half cycle. He could have got the other 2 coins. I think that would have been a good idea. Oh, it did fell. Gainai actually, when he ran off of the plank, when you go from a surface like that, he actually ran over the gap, which meant that he dropped down. So that actually caused him to kind of like stutter when you hit the ground. It's not like a smooth running transition, and that actually made him take too long to get to the blue coin. And now it's just turning into a complete Mario meltdown where there's just nothing going right. Despite his best interests, he's lost probably about 20 seconds here. And Cartoon hasn't even made any like substantial mistakes. So really good start for Cartoon. But you know, it doesn't really matter like how good your Womp start is. It more depends like if your opponent makes mistakes. You know what I mean? And an interesting order from Gainai to get these final coins. You usually end up on the lower end. Nice ending. Final star in Woms Fortress for CartoonBuffoon, looking to wrap it up with like a 653. Actually a bit less. Oh, actually I'm right. 1, 2, and high 52. Okay. Alright, Owlless for Gainai. This is a bad angle. Can he make it work? He actually did. Props to Gainai. Really nice. CartoonBuffoon now taking down his second slide, and Gainai just can't get a good star together. I think it's just a mental battle, so he's just got to get out of Woms. That should just be his main focus. CartoonBuffoon 12-9 on the slide. It's like the 12-9. It's like between like a good bad time and a bad good time on the side. It doesn't really matter much. So we'll see if Gainai can just lock down like one really clean star, and I think that'll do a lot to. A win cap for Cartoon, having almost no speed here. The rings just fine. Nice turn through the last one. If you want to be like super pro, you go pretty far to the right and then like turn in horse. But Cartoon, pretty decent trajectory here. Gainai not going for fence clip, I approve. But man, not able to get this one either. Nice backup. But you know, it's gonna be a big uphill battle. 828 Wumps 9 is probably about a minute and a half behind Cartoon. Alright, Dark World though. Cartoon's died in Dark World on multiple occasions, I believe. So we'll see if he can make it through. But if not, Gainai's got a pretty big interval to catch up. I'd say this maybe like a 12-8 for Gainai on the side. Actually, it's been a bit choppy for me. We'll see what it ends up being. And this is 12-8. Commentator with the 200 IQ. With the calculations of a supercomputer. Giving you the hot info as it happens, before it happens. Like Cartoon, nice Dark World. So Gainai, you know, can save a little bit of time here, but not a whole lot. And really slow up to the third and the fourth coin. It's one of those things where if you want to be super pro, you can make it up there with like, I mean, I guess this doesn't really matter without any context, but like you can get up there with like a 660 on your win cap clock. That was probably more like a 750. And then you also had no speed, so you probably lost like 2 or 3 seconds, just like Cartoon. But it is harder on Hori to fly, I will say. I think Gainai uses a Hori. Alright, so one Dark Road ahead, looking to be still a minute 30. CartoonBuffoon, I think he's used to going for Island Hop, but he's only got 12 stars. He needs to go for Sky Jump, and I don't think he's realized this. But I mean, I think he's probably hearing me and will remember it. So, yeah. Maybe he's got a plan that I don't know about. Wall kicks, that's a bad angle. I don't think that's gonna work. Ooh. He almost made it work, but he's taken a bit of a spill, and Gainai with an even bigger spill in Dark World. That's gonna be a death. Not what you want to see now. This is really gone off the rails here. Maybe the pressure's getting to him, trying to get into that top 8 spot, but not able to consistently get through any star in the game. And it's just off to a really, you know, shaky, crumbling beginning. Is he looking for his Eye Cycle? He is. He can make it, although you have to have really good movement here with like that kind of beginning. The box roll is pretty comfy, but I don't know if he's got enough time for it now. Might just want to go for shit. Don't do it, Gainai. Don't do it. Okay, he's still alive. And he still made Chig. And nice kick to save himself. But yeah, with that, kind of want to take a wide pull. I think that's like the best situation, or like the best backup. And my feet's frozen. Cartoon going for the side, declaring his intent to do the penguin race. We've seen quite a few people actually mess up the penguin race. Cartoon actually had the penguin fall off. Probably the only situation where it actually wasn't the runner's fault. The penguin falling off is extremely rare, and you can't even replicate it if you tried. But it did happen to him in a GSA race. There's definitely a clip of that somewhere. And Gainai missing a throw. It is almost the worst possible. This is almost the worst case scenario, because he hasn't had a chance to get his feet under him. So what you want to do is do like 1, 2, 3 stars in a row that don't have any big mistakes, and you're like, okay, yep, decent. Oh, that was really good. oh, that wasn't great, but it was alright. And then you kind of have a good confidence level going into that. And CartoonBuffoon, he is not getting a safety red. So racing the penguin with 24 coins going into the slide now, he can only miss one. If he misses more than that, he's going to have to restart the race. Which, needless to say, will cut his lead in half. Alright, big jump for Kutan. He's missed the coins. It's all over. This slide claims another victim. And he's got to get through the side, collecting as many as he can. He's going to have to grab the 100 coin star outside of the slide area and then race the penguin again. But this is what happens when you try to A, do CCM 18, and B, not give yourself safety red. So that really sucks. He actually got the jump. The easiest coin to miss is the one right before the arc, because it is very close to the end. So if you like wait too long to jump, you'll just like slide down. And Cartoon backflipping into the star, you slide down there. If you wait too long to jump, you'll just slide off and you won't collect any of the coins. But Cartoon actually got the jump. His jump was just like really tiny, and that did not give him enough height to grab the coins. And a wall kick's the worst death. Oh man, Gainai is just not able to do anything. See, Cartoon did not need to jump there. He decided he wanted to, I guess. Penguin! Oh my god, zooming with the speed. Like a, I don't know, like a race car or something. Just on the grind. Cartoon did end up winning the race. And Gainai can't get in the slide either. I feel so bad for him, but there's nothing he can really do other than try to do stuff slower. Actually, that would be my advice for Gainai if he is listening. You know, just to not try to be super fast. Nice moonwalk though, might be a little bit of a confidence thing he can pick up on. Cartoon bonking into BOB, he didn't remember to go back and get sky jump. But you know, it is gonna be a little bit slower doing it after. And not to mention messing up on castle movement. We actually saw a 2-minute comeback for Zion against Gainai the other day. So Gainai actually had like super good beginning, so like Gainai is capable of playing really well. He got a really good beginning and then just really lost all upstairs. So this might be the reverse, where he has a terrible beginning but might play like super well in the second half of the run. So we'll see. Upstairs is, I mean, maybe not just upstairs alone, but obviously Tippy is the biggest run killer or race killer. Gainai missed a coin here. He should be good. 56, 58. So despite, you know, being on perfect coin count, he does have enough. Not going to be losing that time save. So he really needed this. And other than that, Cartoon's run has been pretty darn good. Because he lost like a minute in CCM, so like a minute ahead of this I think would be pretty solid. Gainai punch grabbing the star. I don't know if that's faster or not. Cartoon, come up to Big Boo's balcony. This star is not one of the harder ones in the game, but it's definitely kind of tricky. A lot of things you can mess up. The house movement is difficult to optimize, and you can fall off the balcony losing like 20 seconds. So, Gainai wrapped up CCM just now. So if we look at the time, he is still at least a minute 30 behind. But like, I think given like his death on wall kicks will work and like some other like sloppy gameplay, like he's not falling even farther behind. Like he was about a minute 30. I don't know. He's about, like, either way, he's a minute 30 behind right now, so it's definitely still possible for him to catch up. Safe movement here. Maybe Gainai is trying to play it comfy. I'm swinging in lag 2 cam here. Not sure why you'd want to do the fight in lag 2 cam. Okay, I think it's better for that strat. Cartoon medium bomb plus though, oh my god, he almost got it, but then falling in the quicksand, not getting the glitchy double jump, trying to time that one with no speed is quite difficult to do, and that's gonna be a death. Gainai can make up some more time with medium bomb plus, takes a long time to do, so that's actually a pretty costly. Alright, big bomb now. This is a good angle, or at least a decent one. And good execution on that. CartoonBuffoon getting into the pyramid. Second try, that's always what you want to see when you miss it the first time, because plus does sometimes feel like something you either get once and it's great, or you take like 20 tries to get and it sucks. So recovering, getting it second try, I think he could be pretty happy with that. I mean, not really happy because he died, but like relieved that it's over and he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, Gainai coming to SSL now, grabbing Mip. Good catch. And last star in SSL is Talons for Crouton. And wrapping that one up, getting a 19-minute time, so not a great run for Cartoon. I think Gainai's run yesterday was like an 18:20 or something SSL, so that was like a sick run. Yeah, Crouton is like just a nickname for CartoonBuffoon. I guess all the ROM hack people call him Crouton, and I guess it is a bit more convenient to say. I would just say Cartoon otherwise. Oh, okay. Not the cleanest star, but, you know, getting a nice backup there. It's pretty funny. Cool nickname. Alright, Gainai wrapping up. Talons got shiny top pyramid still to do, but you can see he's only 2 stars behind now. Even though, like, he lost, like, well over a minute in WOMs, died in Dark World, died to wall kicks. It is pretty much the penguin race for CartoonBuffoon, but you know, he's made a couple other mistakes that Gainai can take advantage of. Alright, entering the volcano. What's he gonna do? Long jump lava boost here? Trying to get over to the left. Is that gonna work? Yes, it does. Ooh, grabbing the other pole by accident, but it's alright. Gainai, a little bit of a belly slide into the start. Me and Gainai have like a friendly back and forth. Or we did over this stage. On the spreadsheet, there's a 70-star RTA. And I was doing some like for fun. I got like a 309. Then Gainai, it was actually like not bad for the strat. That's the long jump lava boost, and I do a Kira boost. It's a bit slower. So Gainai going for long jump lava boost here, and getting that one. He actually died on it yesterday because he was trying to. He's been trying to learn Pro Boost, which is like 2 seconds faster, and that one is a lot more difficult to do. So Gainai was kind of stuck in the middle, but able to get lava boost is a really good sign that he can kind of bounce back and get the stars that he knows how to do. Yeah, but Gainai did like 3 hours of LL stage RTA and beat it by like a tiny bit. And then I got like a 308 unrecorded, and I'm like, oh crap, I wasn't recording. So then I got like a lower 309, I beat it by like 2 frames. And that's what's on the spreadsheet right now. So Gainai could definitely come back. He did some more attempts. That was like 306 pace or something. It's with Pro Boost. So yeah, Gainai pretty good at this stage. Yeah, English is faster by 3 seconds. We used to think it was, but it usually is right about 3. Nice ledge out tune. He does this in Lac2 cam, but that requires some like odd off-angle maneuvering, you know? You usually want to do that in Mario games, you can hold straight up and get it. But Cartoon knows the off-angle well and he's able to execute it, so fair play. 23-20 lethal lava land. This stage definitely went a little bit better for him. No big mistakes. At least I don't think he made any big mistakes. Yes, Japanese is faster for 120 star, 16 star, and 1 star. English is faster for 70 star and 0 star. Although for 1 star and 0 star, it's pretty much the same. I think 16 star is only like half a second either. So it really, you can play on either version for those. I think world record for 0 stars on Japanese. Because Jaws didn't want to watch the intro in English. Ooh, quick burn from Gainai, trying to be very optimal on the red coins. But he's ending up losing about a second here, getting stuck under the puzzle pieces as well. Luckily, they don't actually kill you like some famous or infamous platforms in piracy. That kind of, they're like inverted pyramids that slide back and forth. If they trap you, you're kind of coffined. Nice castle moon from Gainai. That's actually kind of difficult to do. Get the angles just right. Cartoon lag reduction for the sub. Very very intensive lag reduction. Shout outs to the lag reducers, and not even get the jump dive. His angle was off and he tried to make it happen, but he just did not get on the top face of the sub, and the sides are very slippery. You kind of will instantly slide down. Gainai missing the last chest, gonna have to turn around and get this one. Some struggles with swimming for the 2 runners here. Looking like a fish out of water, except in water. Too accustomed to that land movement. Although swimming is hard. If you're like I do not blame you at all if you're like, what, this looks like super free. But you know, if you do try to do it well, it gets pretty tough. Or like, just takes a lot of experience, and I think both Gainai and Cartoon are less experienced with like 120 and swimming in general, I guess. I don't think ROM hacks like to put like 30 seconds of swimming like this that Gainai is doing. Alright, Piracy though, Crouton has got to get this one if he wants to keep his lead, because Gainai is super good at Piracy as well. He might be going for the newer movement. We'll see which way he turns the camera, and he's turning it the old way, so a bit tougher to get. Okay, not going for Lava Boost at all. So he's just trying to get normal early Ellies. And this looks pretty good. He's not doing it super fast, but he's getting all the movement properly. He's definitely on pace for it. Alright, he's got to get around this bully, do a rollout here. These are the platforms we're talking about. You don't want to die here. I mean, you don't want to die anywhere, but those can kill you easily. But he might be a bit late for early cycle now. I'm not sure if he can still get it. Okay, he's fine. He's got to get this triple jump. Good. So Cartoon making early cycle. Nice to see. And amped. Plus a burn. That kind of sucks. You can't get good elevators on the ending map. Curvy long jump. Yes, sir. And guys, missed rings in the meantime. Manta is such a... Oh man, those ones just did not register their hitboxes. And looks like Gainai is continuing to chase the Manta here until all five in a row will actually show up for him. and getting all the way to the top of the basin here. I'm swimming way down into the start. That's going to be a big time loss. That's going to be more time loss than he can save in Fire Sea. But we'll see what Gainai's doing. He definitely does the new movement, and he's actually usually really early for Lava Boost with it. And when he does that, he can actually do a side flip ending to the pole, which saves like 0.3 to 0.5, something like that. Ooh, quick side flip from Gainai, really flexing to get through the elevator. Sick movement there, and side flip to the pole. Not the fastest, but he's definitely on Lava Boost pace. There we go, quite early. Gainai getting there, showing off the power of this new movement. And going for these rollouts over the red coins. And very early for these elevators. And side flip, and he's got it. Beautiful from Gainai. That's the kind of Fire Sea you see from a very high level player, but missing the wall kick. He's probably trying to go for like an early frame or like a first year or second frame. But yeah, Gainai showing that like you don't even need to be like flying through the stage at 1,000,000 miles per hour to be like super early for the ending. So that's really cool. Cartoon missed a coin, so he can't miss anymore. But like that's the kind of thing, like Gainai showing that, you know, he's definitely a good player. It's not been a very good race at all for him. We'll see what the lead is specifically. I actually should have looked at when Cartoon entered upstairs, but I can only look at, I can't really like split my eyeballs, I guess. Alright, Gainai grabbing that second coin, second key. And this is not as bad of a run as it looked like initially. It's still a 29, you know, definitely not a great run, but you know, I think this is something that he can still come back with. Cartoon's continuing to make a few mistakes. Just Gainai's had much bigger ones. Well, I don't know actually. They both had some big mistakes. They've both had a lot of little mistakes. It hasn't been the best run either way. But it looks like CartoonBuffoon is about a minute 10, minute 20 ahead. His 30:04 fade out. We'll just see when Gainai does it, if he is going for 100 coin with. So 100 coin is definitely the more difficult thing in the stage, as long as you're not doing wedge roll, chip jump, wall kicks. CartoonBuffoon might be going for them though. I forget if he does try them, because I'm pretty sure someone in D2 goes for him. It might be like Jogi or Taba. Yep, no chip jump, wall kicks. Gainai's misread. He's gotta hurry. These are gonna fade out if he doesn't hurry up. Okay, he's made it. CartoonBuffoon getting lagged by breaking this coin box. That's causing him to miss these wall kicks. The timing is so off when you're dealing with lag from the coins. You just want to delay them as much as you can. Cartoon finally able to get up there, but losing some more time now. Gainai is still closing the gap even with his mistakes. That's kind of weird from Gainai. Not sure if I agree with that movement, but he kind of just had to stop and collect himself. So fair enough. He's just not suck. I don't know what Jesus has anything to do with this anyway. Alright, Gainai grab the check. A great angle here. Ooh. Avoiding the amps. Maybe that was some intentional dust. Who knows? High IQ plays, possibly. And missing the star. Okay. So he's still a minute 30 behind. I mean, 34 actually. But he can be less than a minute 30 behind after Red Dry World, obviously, because Cartoon's made some more mistakes. Gainai playing it quite comfy on the elevators, making it up there. Secrets for Cartoon, going for some jump kicks. Very safe, conservative play, but getting the job done. Ooh. And he's missing the secret. He got to jump and kick back up the slope here, getting all the way around the turn without collecting the secret in the middle. You actually have to kind of wiggle your control stick to the right once you get through the clip, and he clipped really far to the left, so that means he didn't, or he would have had to go a lot farther to the right if he wanted to grab the secret, so he just missed it. Uh, 100 coin text boxes are way faster. There's also like the ending text. Like, I think some of the Bowser text is faster, and I think there's a few like miscellaneous text boxes. The intro is like 2.5 seconds slower, but the text more than makes up for it. Yeah, Womp's text for sure. Alright, last start for Cartoon and THI. Gainai's heading over there right now. So still keeping this like 2-star deficit, you know, he's had some big mistakes, but has, I think, played better overall when he's not been messing up. But I mean, that's really easy to say because Cartoon's definitely in the lead still. Alright, taking care of piranhas. And Gainai's getting stuck up with these secrets. Yeah, this is taking a long time for him to get out of the beach area now, and it's really kind of looking reminiscent of earlier on in the run where he just couldn't get anything like exactly how he wanted it to be. This is a story that's pretty hard to do properly. iRock's text is way faster on Japanese. Japanese has like, I think like 3 or 4 text boxes, or English has like probably like 8 or 9. Yeah, but English text scrolls faster. Reds for CartoonBuffoon. I've actually been trying to practice the start quite a bit recently. Cartoon, playing it safe, you're not going for any ambitious long jumps or, you know, pro rollouts. But, you know, he's got through it. I have to admire his consistency with the slow movement. It looks very deliberate still. Not wasting any movements either. Gainai finished up Tiny Huge Island. Whacking some weeds. CartoonBuffoon grabbing the box, and he's dead. He's actually gone too far off the edge, and that's gonna be another death for CartoonBuffoon, and another time save for Gainai, looking to be another 20 seconds or so that Gainai can possibly make up here. He is still just 2 stars behind as always. CartoonBuffoon, actually really interesting movement, going for a speed kick double jump dive and a held back, like a very slow rollout where you hold backwards. We'll see what Gainai can pull off right now. TTM has been one of the tougher stages for him recently, and I think it generally is for everybody. He's going for breezeless. This is a big risk. Cartoon's really good at breezeless though. Let's watch him. Oh, he actually missed it as well, so kind of going... Yeah, kind of breaking even on this star. Getting it on the backup. TGM has like no free stars if you do it at a high level, unless the box star is like free, but as we saw, Cartoon ended up dying to it. Alright, log walking for Gainai, not gonna get enough height, but able to do the backup. What a save there. You can kind of do a bet slide toward the wall and walking. CartoonBuffoon not getting enough height. When you try to roll out optimally, you want to do it on the very top of the ledge there, so he tried to dive too early and he ended up just sliding all the way back down. Luckily, it doesn't like kill you or anything, but you have to start the triple jump over. Another mount clip for Gainai. This is a good angle once again. But in Viswald, I think his camera might be a little bit off there because like it just seems just so unusual that he can't get the ledge grab that he wants. Maybe he's like not just wall kicking and holding the right direction on the analog stick. Gotta wonder a little bit. It seemed like the log wall kicks themselves were really good. I just don't know what happened. He had to back it up with reds, but you know, CartoonBuffoon still holding on to his lead while Gainai makes mistakes here, because even though he died and lost like maybe another 10 seconds, Gainai's probably only saving like the first 10. He's not saving like the other 20. Nice snowman's head from Cartoon, not perfect, but getting up there without falling down. First stage for Gainai, that's gonna make it if anything will. How to make it, just do a frame perfect input. Luckily he didn't walk a frame earlier, or he would have pretty much just fallen down and had nothing to do. Actually, I think he has the box star left. See if Cartoon can nail a ground pound. And he can. Oh! Oh, Gainai's lost his angle. He's gonna have to do a backup. Alright, that'll work. So, a lot of quick stars here in Snowman's Land. This one's literally like 6 seconds. And Cartoon losing at least 6 seconds. That kind of sucks. Deep freeze is like really annoying when you mess it up, because it's so... But you also have to get like pretty good spacing on your jumps. You don't want to like be too close to the ice block or too far, so it's just kind of annoying. And also the camera sucks. There's no like... Actually, there is a perfect camera, but I don't know what it is, or like how to do it consistently. I should ask somebody. Cartoon hitting the spin jump. He's gonna belly slide all the way down now. Gonna have to go do the backup. This one's pretty easy. Oh no, can he kick? Okay, if he couldn't kick, he would have to fall all the way down once again. This is nuts. Gainai playing this one pretty safe also. Doing the backup strat as his main method, but you know, executing that one pretty clean. There's like a... Sounds like maybe like a... From an airplane or helicopter, I don't know. Hopefully it's not like blowing out your ear. I think my noise gate's up high enough it didn't go through. Nice deep freeze from Gainai, saving a couple free seconds. I highly disagree. This has been a pretty consistent lead for CartoonBuffoon, but I'm surprised they have been playing pretty much exactly the same, because they've both made plenty of mistakes. If Gainai's played really well after once, he would be in the lead. If Cartoon played really well, he'd be like 3 minutes ahead. So that's not it at all. If you want to watch the race yesterday, go watch Gainai versus Zion yesterday, where Gainai was like 2 minutes ahead out of SSL, but then ended up losing. Maybe for like some like meme races or showcases, we could have like the Mario Party effect, you know, where someone who's behind gets like the blue shell, you know. But for a speedrunning race, no, you just got to play good. that wouldn't really be too fair if someone won because of like a handicap that we like give out. CartoonBuffoon Christmas Miracle, this star is kind of annoying, but also not extremely difficult. And I think this should hit the switch. Yep. I think Zen Machine is kind of joking, although it's hard to tell in Twitch chat. Something I need to be more aware of. Sometimes I'll just say something like deadpan sarcasm, and it's like would actually sound like really rude if someone didn't understand it was sarcastic. Alright, nice start from Cartoon. One more star to go. Got a nice Christmas Miracle hitting the switch. I have to say, out of all the games, Super Mario 64 is like the most likely for comebacks, because like Odyssey is a lot more consistent and mistakes in Celeste lose like a little bit less time. Nice finish from CartoonBuffoon. Getting a high 42, that means he's still on 51 pace if he had a really insane tippy. But I think more realistically, where we can kind of hope to see him pull out a 52 would be one of his better race times. Exactly, Kappa. I want to see what time he touches the tippy door. That will be a very good comparison. Looking like a 25. Yep, Cartoon not letting me down. Hitting it in the 25, 200 IQ. Once again, prediction game. Nice entry into the stage. Gainai doing his last start. Crouton, weird lack to bounce. I would be shocked if this actually works. And it actually did. He just pressed A too early. If you press A too early, we need a slider for 4 frames before you can actually jump out of it. So when that happened, CartoonBuffoon didn't jump, and by that time it was too late. He couldn't jump again before sliding off of the slope. So what do we say, 43-25 for Cartoon? So Gainai more than a minute behind, but he's actually caught up a little bit, I think. Yeah, this is like... Wait, was it 35 or 25? That would be like, if it was 25, that would be like a minute 10. CartoonBuffoon trying to get this lag to bounce, kicking a whole lot before finally grabbing the... Gainai might be able to save some time here. Alright, Cartoon, interesting camera, but he makes it work. I think that is like a bit unconventional, but you know, camera is, a lot of it is preference as long as it doesn't cause like extra lag. Gainai missing lag to bounce there. So also can back it up with red. And going for the very fast jump dive here. Nice backup for Gainai. That was pretty sick. I don't think I've seen anyone do that. And that would have been a good backup as well, but no dice there. So the 1 minute and TikTok clock is not very much at all. Even Sky, like... Getting lag to bounce, and Cartoon dying as Gainai secures his pole grab. It just keeps getting more exciting by the minute here. Gainai, you know, still having some mistakes, but you know, gaining ever so slightly. Cartoon's had an okay run, but you know, obviously the penguin failure really sucked. Probably cost him close to a minute. I mean, I'm pretty sure it loses actually like a whole minute. And you know, Gainai catching up in some places, but you know, a terrible beginning, all things said. I don't want to be rude, but you know, that was definitely not his best start. But he's caught up a good bit, and it's competitive now. Oh, he almost died there. If you saw that, the falling block actually started to give out from under him. If he would have tried to do a jump dive there, it would have eaten it, and he would have died. So Gainai actually had the foresight to not do anything too ambitious. Nice pog emotes, everybody, by the way. Alright, final start for Gainai in Rainbow Ride. He's going for the flame shooter. This is a bit scary. I don't like this jump at all. That's not going to work. And Gainai got hit by the fire. He's dead. And he's just dead. That's all you can say about that one. F in the chat. That's kind of a difficult backup. I think more difficult than the star itself. Cartoon finishing up TTC 100. Got all his coins. Getting the proper height on these jumps. Will that work? Okay. Cartoon been having to get around the swamp. Nice backup. I think Gainai entered early. Nope. Time stop. Okay. The most optimal entry you'll ever see outside of a task. Alright. Not getting his swift jump walkie though, he's gonna reset it. There he goes. And Amped didn't get a nice quick roll out there. Not enough speed. And Cartoon's getting really stuck here. I can't believe he actually managed to survive that. He's getting really knocked around by these rotating platforms in the clock hand, just having to avoid them like it's some you know, demented obstacle course. And Gainai can't even get up here either. I mean, the platforming in this level is really difficult, but Gainai just can't get a hold on it. And falling all the way down to the very bottom of the clock, he's gonna have to go all the way back up, doing some stuff on the thwomp movement. If he is familiar with it, I'm sure, from like non-stop and such, but this just kind of sucks for Gainai. A lot of potential time save being wasted now while Cartoon, you know, still struggles on his own. And another fall damage! And so lucky to be alive right now, 2 HP. He might want to even tap the heart here because I think he's very likely to die unless he picks up some more coins. Okay, he's getting to the box now. So I think crisis averted as long as he doesn't screw this. Ooh, Gainai flexing so hard with the roll on the last, or on the triangular platforms. That was so sick. CD would ever do that, but for like a race setting, that's not viable for most people. Gainai! Oh my god, he's falling down. He's so lucky he didn't get pancake flipped. That would have been a ripperino. And another fall, please save it. This is so bad. Gainai just can't get up here. It's been one spill after another, and when you fall in TikTok clock, you fall all the way down. And he's got to do so much to get back up here. Oh, he almost fell again. He's got to do a triple jump here and not able to. Oh, he actually did get the wall kick angle. So yeah, he finally got the star done, but it might be too little too late. I think Cartoon has just a commanding lead now despite his mistakes in TTC. It's been just so difficult for Gainai to get this star done that he's maybe looking out of playoffs. We're out of playoff contention unless Cartoon has a massive meltdown here. Alright, I think this is Cartoon's last start in the stage. Red coins. Here we go. I'm really struggling to get up here. Okay, nice backup. And that's going to be that. 53 still possible for Cartoon. Gainai probably not looking to get anything better than a 54, maybe 55. Pulling into the cage, pretty good start from Gainai. Nice movement from Cartoon. Black do cam as well. Usually people do that in a Mario cam, but showing off some clean Mario movement. And Bits is all that stands between Cartoon in a 6th place finish. And Gainai, in 9th place right now. He was so close to making playoffs, but I don't think it's going to happen. It will have to be... Oh, and failing Reds, you know, it's going to have to be just... You have to wait for next season. But Gainai has a lot of promise, though, so definitely don't be sleeping. He has a 50.08, looking to get a 49, and also pretty good in 16 and 120. So all around, pretty good runner here. Just not his day. Cartoon, I believe, also has like a really low 50, like a 50-12 or something like that. Maybe you can tell me afterwards. But he's got to hit these throws. Mid 53 on the table. First one's good. I think Cartoon is better than throws on average. Better than average throws, whatever. Last throw. The stage's falling. Spin Bowser around. Right on the money. Will that hit? Yes, it does. Cartoon. Nice and clean. Gonna wrap up a 53, and a playoff seed is clinched for him. Probably going to be 6th, which means he's going to play 3rd place. So at this point, it could be anyone between Protoman, Drogi, and JJ. All pretty formidable runners. Seed is clinched for him.
That was a bad run.
Yeah, wasn't great. Also the Penguin, but it's alright.
Yeah, until the Penguin, I was actually ahead of PB, which was fun. I golded Dark World. That was interesting.
Oh, yeah?
By like less than a second, but still, it's a hard split. And I got a Bowser Dance, which is always nice.
Be it.
Let's see. TikTok clock. I missed every single triple jump wall kick. I have not done that in a very long time, so that was frustrating. I literally practiced that before the race. Practice is a curse, I guess.
I guess. I don't know.
Let's see, I had a few deaths that were just dumb. So many little things went wrong, too, that, like, I'm sure probably glossed over, but just, like, a million different little things went wrong, and that probably added up to almost a minute. That was frustrating, too.
Yeah, I think that's fair. You know, I think you're going to be in 6th place no matter what, though, so...
It doesn't matter. Regardless, the win or loss, I was going to face probably someone hard anyway. There's a lot of good people in the playoffs. I'm just excited to get better and hopefully have better races against like playoff rounds and stuff.
Yeah, D2's pretty stacked. You got Momo, Taba, Proto, Drogi, and JJ all ahead of you, so all pretty good players as well.
All pretty good, but I can beat them too, so you never know.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah.
So best of luck in playoffs.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah. Steve Gainai can finish up with a 55. First throw's not gonna go. Ooh. Looks like Pete is actually going to get the 8th playoff spot, which I think is good for him because, like, it would have been kind of, like, he joined like 3 weeks late, so if you think he's been playing from like a possible like maximum points of like, you know, like 180 less possible points, so he's still able to get into the playoffs. So.
Like, that's a testament to how good he is, too. Like, he joined late and he still managed to get a spot, so that's impressive.
Yeah, I think he's had, like, some good race times, a couple bad ones, but Gainai's saying, I get a point. I think you actually get, like, 2 points or 3. I think 3 points. There you go. Alright, so... that's going to be that for this match. We're going to go pretty quickly to intermission, where we got a 16-star race coming up between D-Whatever and Rockshot. Yeah. So, hope you guys stay tuned for that one. Thank you, Cartoon. Congrats on the win. Can't wait to see you in playoffs. And hope you all stick around.